And that's the damage Elder's Mark is doing. So Elder's Mark versus Guardian in VATS. Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you the Commando build. The #1 DPS build at this moment with variety of weapons that are compatible. Yes, things have changed. Commando is no longer limited to automatic weapons. The easier way to define it now would be all small guns compatible with Furious and Onslaught fall under category Commando. So first, that is the special distribution before application of legendary perks. And here we have all legendary perks, and yes, follow through and taking one for the team go hands in hand here. The reason for that is that stealth, when works, it's awesome. Quite often, it's not available. Unfortunately, in Fallout 76, you cannot always sneak and stay in caution, so we need tankiness factor too, add some extra damage when we are being hit. In the same time, even if you are perfectly hidden, if, let's say, Scorchbeast Sonic Scream hits you, you will apply both effects. So follow through and taking one for the team to the Scorchbeast by yourself, increasing your damage a lot. I do have 4 legendary perk cuts to increase my special endurance, intelligence, agility, luck. If you are a lower level player without those just yet, you will need to drop some of the perk cards. Yeah, you will need to sacrifice something, have a little bit less. This build will be still powerful. Let me start from recommendations, what you can cut down short if you are a lower level. For lower level player, I will cut down the strength category, probably keep a blocker, as that helps you survive. Then I will reduce a little bit tankiness by cutting endurance, remove Tenderizer from charisma, you can live without it, reduce the intelligence, however cool it is, and gives you more experience. If you only care about combat, you can cut it down. Perception, agility, luck, as much as possible you need to keep if you want combat efficiency. And now, all perks, and why are they here? Barbarian, to increase your resistance, quite significant amount of tankiness. Arms Keeper to carry all those weapons I'm carrying. Blocker for tankiness. Easy target. It kicks in as soon as the first limb is crippled, which usually is a head, as we are targeting the head and it counts. Everything is a limb in Fallout. It doesn't matter if it's head, torso, or eye. That all limb. So this will kick in after first shot, usually, especially important on bosses. Perception, we have Number Cruncher to increase our damage based on AP. Tormentor, as we do cripple very quickly, one limb, so at least 20% bonus damage. On boss fights, most likely other players will cripple other limbs and our damage will go even higher. Concentrated Fire, increase in damage per shot and accuracy. Awareness, so we hit more in VATS. Commando, it is a VATS heavy build for most part. Ground Pounder to reload faster, and Tank Killer to punch through this armor with our fast-firing weapons. And hybrid weapons like Enclave Plasma. Endurance for tankiness, Life Giver, Ironclad, rank 1. A lot of tankiness from this one, and just 1 perk point. Iron Stomach, Natural Resistance, Thirst Quencher, so more tankiness, more action points, Fireproof, immunity, reduce damage from explosions, Stargins to keep mutations, Adamantium Skeleton to don't get crippled very often, and Radical, just to carry more stuff. Yeah, there is nothing that scale with strength outside of Barbarian, but we can carry more stuff. Strength in numbers for our mutations, Tenderizer for boss fights. Intelligence, First Aid, better Stimpaks, Nerd Rage, more damage when you play low health. This build is compatible with low health and full health. I'm not doing a separate build for full health because the only difference is if you want to play full health, you switch Nerd Rage or remove Nerd Rage. That's all the adjustment that there is. Patch is included to carry more ammo, and Science to boost our energy damage. Agility. For stealth, we have Escape Artist and only Escape Artist. I do not recommend adding anything else at this moment. Doesn't feel like the best choice to add more stealth related perks, so only this one, the biggest value. Adrenaline for killstreak damage. Then we have all the onslaught perks. We have full onslaught stack to boost our furious weapons and get crazy amounts of damage. Number 1 DPS in the game. Board survival to occasionally save us. It is saving me quite consistently. Gunfu. Target switches, very convenient for everyday gameplay. Gunslinger, weak spot damage, and this is one swappable card. Gunslinger, weak spot damage, and this is normally here by default. But if I want to do like a daily farming or get some ammo efficient approach, I will switch that for Gunslinger Master, and I will reverse my onslaught. That's the only card I'm switching. So this build is compatible with regular and reverse onslaught. I will show you the weapons and you will figure out very quickly which one is used with which approach. But yeah, both works very well. It's perfect time to be Commando, the strongest build at this moment in the game. Then we have Luck, even more damage from Bloody Mess, better criticals for more damage, then Ricochet for amazing tankiness, Critical Savvy for more criticals, Junk Shield for even more tankiness, 4-Leaf Clover, so if we miss, we charge critical and then we hit. After that, Class Freak to reduce side effects of mutations, and someone is sharing it, so we have 2, but no, only 1 works. This is the loadout. Now Mutations. And those thunderstorms, that's not my weather machine, it's just actually raining here in game. Mutations. Very important adrenaline reaction for killstreak, bird bones for sneaking and falling slower, carnivore, herbivore, or megavore as you prefer. I do have a megavore option, so both carnivore, herbivore. Explanation video uploaded recently if you need more details. Herbivore, if you need to choose herbivore for damage, carnivore for convenience. Chameleon, not necessary, I'm using it with fishing. Eagle Eyes for more damage. Egghead, that just gives me more damage with energy weapons and as well more experience. Science scales with intelligence, so we want it. Herd Mentality, all special boosted. Marsupial for jumping higher and Speed Demon for reloading and running faster. And now the gear. Weapons, armor. Huge selection of weapons, to be honest. Mostly what you want is everything to be furious as much as possible. And yes, Western Revolver and other weapons like that are compatible with this build. You can run Western Revolver. You can run regular Plasma with this combo, Pulse Capacitor, Flamer Barrel, so it's long range, fast firing. But the staples will be Enclave Plasma if you can get. This is a representation for Automatic. Don't worry about mods in particular. You mainly want Automatic for one of your Enclave Plasma. If you can get Reflex Sight, less AP cost, that will help, as otherwise it's very expensive to sustain in VATS. The Flamer of any variety. This one is with the scope to increase its damage when I'm not using VATS, so AP cost is quite high. You can go for Flamer with low AP cost. The only problem at this moment going Flamer and VATS, because of its very high fire rate and high split across 2 damage sources, damage, energy and ballistic, it is currently failing to register the criticals very often, which is inconvenience. Assault Rifle, great pick. Furious Assault Rifle, modded with Vigorous Receiver, that's what I'm running now. It's a really cool one. Exactly 40 fire rate feels good for me. That 4 shots per second with semi-automatic feels very good. This combo in here, perfect VATS accuracy. I did roll this perception, I didn't choose it, but it stays here. It's good. It's good. Reload speed would be a better option, but it is good. I intentionally keeping it high AP cost so I can have a little bit more damage from Number Cruncher. Laser Rifle can be absolutely used. It's doing good damage. I figured it's a little bit better with long barrel regular long barrel and semi-automatic, then full automatic and less damage. Gunter's Big Iron, perfect weapon to farm your 45 ultra sight that then you fit into your Elder's Mark. Elder's Mark, it's absolute staple for this build. For the Commando, Elder's Mark, #1 weapon from silent category. Insanely high DPS, really good ammo capacity, really good VATS performance. Actually can register critical hits for most part. Very low AP cost, makes perfect synergy with this build. You can use more if necessary. The list of weapons would go on and go on, but Furious is our main option. Then, for armor, I'm running my Secret Service, Unyielding, Intelligence, and through Haika, Rangers on all. So yes, I do have endgame gear for this presentation to show you the best possible outcome, but Rangers is not adding as much as you would think. This 25% is barely noticeable, to be honest, with full-blown damage that Enclave Plasma is already doing and Elder's Mark. This a little bit of help, not necessary. The Secret Service part is important because it's classified as heavy armor. So I stopped using Civil Engineer, and the reason for that is heavy armor scales way better with Ricochet. Like, Ricochet scales lower if you use medium or light armor. So now, even Commandos are running in heavy armor, like Secret Service. So for the Ricochet, I'm running heavy armor. That lets me use Ricochet with, depend on your luck exactly, but from 30 to 40% Ricochet chance is really good. It's really good. The backpack, I do have high capacity, and I'm using Daring Adventure Under Armor shielded, so that Secret Service shielded Under Armor, in other words. This endurance bonus, strength perception, that is cool even for Commando. I know there is other Under Armor that could boost my agility and luck. This is just better. Better resistance across the board. It is better. So I prefer that. Now, it's time for some combat performance. I will not be able to showcase every single weapon, but let's go for some cool options. Starting with Ganta Big Iron that I would use to farm my ammo, and we are going to swap for that Gunslinger for Gunslinger Master. So that is a farming mode. Everyday ammo consuming, ammo gaining mode for whatever you need to do. So good old test subjects at Westtech would provide us with a helpful head. So you can see performance is there. You would think that you would need Gunslinger perk. No, there is no separate build for Gunslinger. That's the Commando now. Commando and Gunslinger is one and the same build. If you prefer to go more silently and sneakily, switch to Western Spirit that will farm you the same Ultra Sight 45s that you need to then fit your Elder's Mark. And yes, I think that speaks for itself. Those weapons, both Gunter's weapon and Western Spirit, quite widely available as it does drop from New Cowards on Tour event. So that's the performance of those weapons. Then, from single shot, and in this mode, I have this assault rifle. Performs really well too. That requires 2-shot to take down a super mutant, but fires fast enough. So just quite satisfying. Double click on the super mutant and there is no super mutant. As simple as that. Now, some cool weapons, and we'll be heading out of the Westtech. There's so many weapons. Where is that cool weapon? So this I pull out, I mean not as a legendary, but as non-legendary from Enclave Vendor. So I visited Enclave Vendor, I found this, I grab it instantly. It was already modified with all those free mods. I put Prime Capacitor on it, and I added legendary effects. Now it's absolutely insane beast. That's absolutely insane beast. It is loud, but we do not worry too much. As you can see, they usually don't even respond on time, and stay dead before they can do anything. This one survived, but that's either legendary or there was some glitch. They normally die in one. Yeah, this is cheating. This super mutant was cheating. They die in one shot. It was cheating and survive it. Shouldn't. There's way more damage from this weapon than they can survive. Now, some Scourge Beasts. So we are still on the reverse onslaught. The daily driver onslaught mode, ammo conserving. And now, this way I can farm lots of Ultra Sight plasma cartridges. If I would loot those enemies, but I already have a lot. I did farm a lot. And that's the performance on the Scourge Beast. What else would you ask from your Commando build? It's now compatible with so many things. You can run it VATS, you can run non-VATS. A lot of those weapons work without VATS. Of course, VATS helps. Makes it so much easier to perform for those weapons. Now let's switch to a proper full damage, high firing mode. So we are switching the Master back to regular gunslinger. And we are grabbing our Elder's Mark. Another Fissure Sight, another Scourge Beast is ready for the showcase. Regular Scourge, even those that are very far. Obviously, Elder's Mark, relatively low range automatic Tommy gun. So, hit chance is low, but it's quickly ramping up, and 4-Leaf Clover is doing the work. Now, where is this creature? We need to attract her. I feel like I'm too stealthy sometimes. And let's see what we can do about the Scourge Beast. I think it's doing real good. So that's the Scourge Beast. That's the Elder's Mark. What if it comes to fighting bosses? If you did watch my recent video about Guardian farming, you already know how Enclave Flame Eye is performing, so I don't need to show you that again. You already know how beastly is that. But what if you prefer more classic weapons like Elder's Mark? Can you still do good on real bosses like Guardian? Let's see. And this time we'll do it full health. There is really not much benefit to going low health to squeeze in some extra nerd rage on the Guardian, but you can die much easier, so we can do it full health. And Elder's Mark will be used. I always recommend to have at least one power armor. The best possible universal power armor, in my opinion, is this one. So combination, I mean, it doesn't need to be this type of power armor. You can run Union or anything else. But combination of legendary effect when you have troubleshooters, luck, then some carry weight on 3-star, then 2 pieces with limit breaking, so I can have VATS crits every other shot with much lower luck. I only need like 26 or 27 luck to get VATS criticals. So 2 pieces are limit breaking, remaining pieces 4-star is EGs. All first 3 stars are the same, so only the star number 4 is changing. And now it's time for you, Guardian. I don't have any limb damage perks, and I'm not changing the loadout, so I'm not going at this moment for my Guardian farming loadout that I showcased recently with just 1-star items and then full-blown power. This is my Commando build. Without any changes, we are going to test it on the Guardian. So Guardian will not be able to annihilate its shield by shooting at it. So we need to actually fire. But this is okay. So you can see Elder's Mark is so powerful that we are doing significant amount of damage to the shield without much help from anything else. I will need some extra AP, so I can pop now some of the cakes. Switch to the torso. And that's the damage Elder's Mark is doing. So Elder's Mark versus Guardian in VATS. And it's very respectable, mainly because criticals register better than in case of Enclave Plasma. Not perfectly. Not perfectly. Like, criticals are still not what they could do if servers would be more responsive. But this is Elder's Mark. This is Elder's Mark for you. Killing the Guardian. 3 bullies, I will take that. So that was the power of Commando in Season 21. Absolute beast. Commando out of the sudden is absolute beast, unstoppable, #1 DPS in the game. The build that can utilize stealth, tankiness, power armor if necessary, and dish out insane amount of damage. At the same time, you can be quite lazy as that supports it greatly, a lot, everywhere. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching. I hope you'll enjoy it, and see you in the next one.